Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Sorry for yet another abrupt ending. Don't need Curse Broken. You can buy transient curses from him. You can also buy the sorcery of Resist Curse. Sorcery of the Red-Robed Remediation in Ingward, Guardian of the Seal of New Londo. Sacrifice humanity to undo curse. Abhorrent curses eat away at the core of one's very existence, and cleansing oneself of curses is no easy task indeed.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
Okay, bro. I'll go take care of... I'll try to, anyway. Assuming these ghost bitches stay out of my way. Ooh, piece of candy. Curse Bite Ring. That raises your resistance to curse. Basically, the first time they intend you to come here is when you go to the depths. They fully expect you on your first playthrough to get cursed by a basilisk. And on my first playthrough, I definitely did. And I came here and I had my curse broken. But I didn't feel like I had any reason to be violent towards Ingward. I knew there was more to this place, but I didn't figure it out. I didn't realize I could kill him and get a key. Oh, the humanity. Let's see, is there a piece of candy in here? Yeah, there's a piece of candy on that building, so... Roll in, roll in, roll in. Another rare ring of sacrifice. For as rare as these rare rings of sacrifice are supposed to be, they sure do keep popping up. I've got 3 of them now. It's ridiculous. Got an elevator. It doesn't work because I guess it's trapped by water. And this was the door with the key to the seal. Now that's like new. That's like Anor Londo. This rotatey thing. Oh, it opens this big door. Ah, it's gonna let all the water out. So the water acted as containment. That's pretty cool, I suppose. Oh. Here you can get the composite bow. Which is like the strongest normal bow, but its range is limited. Yeah, see, its shot range is 38 as opposed to like the short bow's 50. But as you can see, it has higher scaling than the other bows, higher base damage, higher stat requirements, notably in the strength department. Composite bow, emphasizing power, requires more strength than standard bows. However, its range is shorter, making it unfit for sniping. You can snipe with it, it's just going to take you longer to kill stuff. But that's the kind of, like, if you're more into strength, that's the kind of bow you want. And I could take that elevator down and like go through the level the way I'm intended to. But you see, the thing is, we got another catacomb situation on our hands. Where basically, you can just sort of like drop down, you know, now the water's gone. And, you know, like, not have to deal with very much of anything. Hey, Chuck. Looks like Skeletor. Oh, thanks, Chuck. These guys are also really easy to parry. They can drop Titanite chunks, Titanite slabs, and ow. Some other stuff too. Ow. Oh, that thing was horrifying. Yeah, this is the best place in the game to farm Titanite chunks. Also, you know, you can find a few. But not till you drain the water. It's also not a half bad place to farm souls, just because there's so many of these guys, and they're all worth 1,200. If you can get the overkill going, you know, obviously they're worth a little bit more. If you're not so good at parrying, they're also fairly easy to backstab. Chunks dropping like rain. Let's put on the, yeah, the covetous gold serpent ring. Hey, look. This looks suspicious. Oh, look, there's a guy in there. How about that? Oh dear. Yeah. I might like the Dragon Slayer bow a little too much. What's extra funny is the quiver that it puts on me is this. It's like a normal arrow quiver, as if those arrows aren't like the size of, you know, like an umbrella or like a short spear or something. Yeah, and here in this little hidden alcove, we get yet another chunk. Get a little piece of candy. Now, note that I'm going through this area backwards, so that fog wall, not gonna go to the boss. Yikes. Ow. Jesus. I'll just... Oh man, that lowers the power of my healing. This goop is bad. Jesus. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna backstab you. Apparently I'm not even going to do that. Okay, there we go. Piece of candy. Back in here we should find a staircase. Yep. Even more stairs. Oh hey, I think it's that box we saw earlier. What's inside the box? Very large ember. Handled by blacksmiths of Astora. Ascension for +10 standard weapon. Allows reinforcement to +15. On par with the greatest weapons of legend. Pretty much all the +15 style weapons, they because of their improved scaling and their like weight, their durability, and all that, and the fact that some of them have auxiliary effects like bleed, that's really the pathway you want to go for getting a really good weapon. You know, not that you can't make other stuff work. You know, just... Sir, do you mind? Apparently you do. And out there is the Valley of Drakes. I guess the drakes took off and flew when the water came pouring out. But if, for whatever reason, you couldn't, like if you came down here when Lautrec killed Anastasia or something, you know, you could go use the bonfire in the cave between Darkroot Basin and here as your closest bonfire option. So, that's kind of nice. Could be better. Could be worse. Now, this is probably a mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and try to go ahead and do the boss. Not exactly sure how much time I have left on the video, but I should have enough, I think. Now for this boss, you can again summon the Witch Beatrice. It's not really recommended, but you can. And I will. Because that's how you get her armor set. By summoning her both for this fight and the Moonlight Butterfly. I think you can only summon her for this fight if you summon her for Moonlight Butterfly, so that's the thing. We want to equip the Covenant of Artorias that we got from Sif. And also, honestly, we want to equip the Havel set. Because rolling, unless you really know what you're doing with this boss, it's not the optimal way to go, at least not in new game. So we're gonna be fatties, but that's okay. Let's top up my health real quick. No more stairs. Woo! Now, if you don't have the Covenant of Artorias, you'll just hit the black, you'll sink into it, and you'll die. So, that's pretty cool. Ow. Ow. Now this boss is kind of like a damage dealing race. The more damage you can deal to them, the better off you are. Because they will warp in. They're weak to fire, lightning. That's about it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to use magic weapon if you have it, and nothing better, but... I'll probably lose my Sunlight Blade before the last one for sure. Maybe even before this third one pops up. Oh, yep. Killing them too fast. I don't have any other buffs, so... I guess it would be better to use my Chaos Zweihander. We'll see. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Okay. The fourth one hasn't even come out yet. If your damage dealing capability is really low, multiple of them will... They're on a timer to spawn, and multiple of them will come out at once, so... Something else to note about most of their attacks, almost all of their attacks, if not all of them, actually deal magic damage. So, armor with high physical defense doesn't really matter. What you want is you want poise and magic defense. And Havel has that, both of that in spades. Thanks, Beatrice. I don't know how you were able to walk down here. Hey, look, is that framed? What armor was I wearing? No, right there. Okay. What are you doing down here?
Greetings, undead warrior. I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Calf. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the three souls, but your progenitor found a fourth, unique soul, the dark soul. Your ancestor claimed the dark soul and waited for fire to subside, and soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the Age of Men, the Age of Dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans. Gwyn has blurred your past to prevent the birth of the Dark Lord. I am the primordial serpent. I seek to right the wrongs of the past, to discover our true Lord. But the other serpent, Frabbed, lost his sense and befriended Lord Gwyn. Undead warrior, we stand at a crossroads. Only I know the truth about your fate. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Very well. I shall now guide you to Gwyn's prison. Be still, and trust thine flesh to me.
Good. His body kind of looks like a tree branch, honestly.
This is Gwyn's prison. Now, place the Lord Vessel upon the altar.
I don't want it. I want to use like 20 humanity. Nah, just use it all. Why not? Yeah, that works. Okay. And then I want to use a homeward bone. Hey, what? Come on now. Can I not warp to the abyss? Okay. Well. Guess I could just go back manually. Yeah, let's level up, and then I'm gonna call it for now. Let's get some more endurance. I'm gonna need that. Thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoying this Let's Play if you're watching it, and I'll see you again next time. Hopefully I didn't botch the recording.